Hello, Craig here, Poolside Dreamer. Finally getting around to cleaning up my garden a little bit. Got all the weeds and stuff pulled out of that part right there. This asparagus patch is finally trimmed back. Over in this corner, looked like there was something, over in that corner right there, looks like there was something burrowing underground. So I threw a shovel down there and 3 or 4 times, trying to discourage anything from nesting in there. We'll see what happens. Still, my tomatoes are doing great. Made a discovery that I'm growing another tomato plant, a cherry tomato plant here. I was pulling weeds and I almost pulled this out. So that's interesting. See if I can save it. I normally don't grow anything intentional in these little path areas, but since it's there already, so be it. I'm about ready to just dig up this entire little patch of potatoes here. Got a few more pea flowers blooming here. Don't see any peas forming yet, but that's okay. It'll come. Some more flowers up here. Yep. Nothing new over here. I did harvest, I think, 4 green beans out of this 3 plants here. Pull the weeds and stuff out of that little piece right there. This I discovered using the plant identifier is black nightshade. And I know some nightshade species are poisonous, and I know some are edible, but what this is, my plant identifier did not say. The plant identifier is a free download off of Apple, what do you call it? Downloads. So, to get more information, I would have to pay, and I don't feel like paying, so at least I know what it is. Got green peppers. Still. Got a little bit of harvest so far. Couple of bell peppers, couple of tomatoes, some cherry tomatoes, and my four green beans. Woohoo! And next I'm gonna dump these 2 pots or grow bags that have potatoes in them, hopefully, and we'll see what we find. Well, so far, looks pretty good. Huh. Not much, but not bad out of waste potatoes. Not so much for that one. Oops. I see one more little one here. And I'll get to the next one. And it's a nice one. Now that looks like it's about it on that. I don't see any or feel any more in here. So not the greatest harvest in the world, but from a couple of waste potatoes, that's quite acceptable. I was reading about something called air potatoes, and they grow tubers underground and potatoes above the ground on vines. So I don't know. I'll give it a shot. I planted a couple in this pot here, and I got some smaller ones, minus the ones that are bad here, that I'll put in a different pot, and we'll see what happens. These are supposedly very invasive, so I don't want to put them in my garden as such because I may not ever get rid of them. I planted a couple more sprouted red potatoes. One in this bag and one in that bag. And the potatoes in these two bags are starting to come up. I've got this cherry tomato plant, volunteer plant, kind of temporarily put up on this cage, in this cage. All right, and now I'm going to be planting what's called walking onions. I don't know the official name for them, but apparently I left them in this plastic bag too long and they're starting to sprout. So I'm going to get them in the ground. Apparently they grow these little bulbs on the top, which can be eaten or planted. And they also grow onions at the base. Never tried these before, so we'll see what we get. Okay, I've got 14 planted in this little space here. Maybe it's 18 inches by 24 inches. Did put a sprinkling of fertilizer in here before I planted those, mixed it all in. I put some fertilizer in here, organic fertilizer in here. See if I can't get a better crop of asparagus. The original plants all died out, and these are the ones that come up now are just from the seeds that dropped. So which I find funny because they were supposed to be all male plants, but apparently someone forgot to tell the plants they were all male. They got together and had a party. I almost forgot to mention this potato plant is doing fine. And these potato plants are doing okay. The two volunteers over here growing nicely. Got another volunteer right there, and another volunteer right there. All total, not too bad at all. Well, I decided to dig up some of the potato plants that I put in here, and you can see some of these came from just the trimmings of the potatoes, and there, got a few potatoes out of it. Still got to dig up the other end of this, and we'll see what we get out of it. Well, I'm getting a few more. This one's not bad. I think, I don't know, is that the master seed potato? I don't know. We will see. As you can tell, the plant's dying back. No point in leaving it in anymore. Well, there you have it, my harvest for January, I think it's the 19th, 2026. Not bad for the middle of winter, but I'm definitely not complaining. Y'all take care. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.